Hey guys, welcome back. This is to be Wednesday's video. I changed up. Instead of playing Digimon, I'll play College Football 25. Try to get all the trophies in this, so I hope you guys will enjoy this video. And this something different. It's not Madden, but it's college. I have it on the PlayStation, so I hope you have to play online a little bit and offline to get a couple trophies done fast.
Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn it off.
Let me show you something I created on my brother's account. It is this one. I created in college, and it's a trophy to play with a download team. Just type in below, that's where I went to school, and all I ran is my brother's. Should be just that one and stuff. But yeah, it download that one. That sports my brother. That's the school me and him went. He goes to still, but yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Right down the middle. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there. And He's off to the races. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's James. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They're going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dances away to buy time. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Ohio's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nifty little dance step. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Caught behind the line. It's Owen. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, it's Mason. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you.
Got some room headed to the goal line. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pearson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. The run from the shotgun. Fakes his man out. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Coming after it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On the return, it's Mason. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play today.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Navarro. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Mason. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Oh, look out! He's at the 20. All the way in for the touchdown.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of it. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse, the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. On the move from inside his 5.
The return is tackled down at the 15.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
1st and 10.
A quick pass to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Navarro. He's got his man across the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And now this offense will take the field again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive, right?
Fires the pass, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
The returner
Be dragged down. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Looking to pass. It's Navarro. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Mason. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying play action. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 3rd. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This almost certainly will be the final play of the half, so they'll give it a try on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Navarro. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Gets away from one, finds some space. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Bringing it back, it's Mason. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Well, you go to a game and you'll often see things you've never seen before, and that might be one of them. He inexplicably spiked it on 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball? Receiver could get it. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, it's out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. The Bobcats will have a 1st down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Mason. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd. He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Line is set on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. To the air on 1st down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something pop.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Second down now after the sack. They'll run play action. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly complete. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's back to throw on second down. He's going to take off. Really nice run there. Good shot.
By the QB.
They'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got enough space. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try it again on third and goal. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. The quick film.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Slings it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to get it himself. He has brought down the man. What a... Find some running room and move the chains. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here comes the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They gave up the sack on first down, now it's 2nd and 11. He'll pitch it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll run the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback... Tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on first down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. On the run, it's Blue. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Bond. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The quick out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a set.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Texas! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. The score tied at 7.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a good.
And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hands. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. That completion will take it in. Offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complete.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Using his legs, it's Blue. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the toss. And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulie.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the big fella.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Hit right back to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now adjusting. And that ball is live in the backfield. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Dumps it to the back. Still running at the 40. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll ride the hot hand. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Holstein. He's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Texas, 17, hit 14.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll give it to the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They move on top here in the 4th. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Finds his big tight end. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linemen.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Dialing up a second down pass play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's held. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. A 5-point game here, getting very late, and the offense will stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That guy was a solo loser. Didn't let me finish up the running the ball for some reason.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive. First play of the game and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Breakaway. Steps away. Setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quickly to the tight end. Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Florida! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. LSU now operating in the red zone.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. To
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
We've got a timeout from the kicking team. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And he makes the catch at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting. Going for it this close to his own end zone. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going up top. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. on the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Gators are on the move. To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll line up for a second down play. The inside handoff. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Florida! And that one will put them up here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Durham. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass on second down. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown Gators!